style na talagang nag-i-interchange yung mga front 2, front 3 nila. And in the case of Ceres, front 4.
Oh, and you know, this was yung style na to, no? Naalala ko when Stallion was really making a run at the cup last season and in the league. You know, they looked like you know, menacing, no, ang atake nila.
Once again, getting in behind. Chance on the left side. Looking for a teammate. They're going to take their time here at the edge of the area.
One thing I like about Ceres is, you know, when they look for the best possible shot all the time. When it seems like, no, walang chance, they don't force it. No, they look and wait kung meron taong available and who has a better chance of scoring.
Shutank Butt coming into the match. Agila looking for some sort of inspiration off the bench. After going ahead twice in this game, nahahanap nilang sarili nila 3 goals behind after a second half blitz mula dito sa Ceres Lasal FC. How disheartening that must feel para dito sa Agila na nasingit na nila ahead of this mighty Ceres Lasal side.
Well, that was a big blow, no, in 2 goals na na-concede nila, and especially here in the second half as well. No, although Ceres na alam naman natin they really turned their game up a notch, but some individual mistakes na costing etong Agila as well. Kung individual mistakes din yung first half, no, kung no, poor marking, poor decision making ang nangyari doon for Agila to score, ganun din dito sa second half, no, the more of the same, but we're being treated to a very, very entertaining match, especially with the style of play from this team coming from Bacolod.
We're seeing now the introduction of Joshua Beloya, a man who has represented the senior national team, 22 years of age, striker from Bacolod. Ang favorite international team ay Sweden.
Oh, that's a surprise.
And look at that for a finish. Just coming on in the game.
Wow, that has got to go down as the quickest goal. Coming in seconds after coming in, Joshua Beloya making a run down that middle. And he saw the defense napping ng Agila, and the finish was just precise. He just didn't give up on the play there. Eto si Joshua Beloya, but he had to be accurate. And yes, he did. Joshua Beloya gets on the score sheet. And that's just a quality finish. Helpless itong si Benito Rosalia that time.
Ang tawag dyan, perfect introduction sa laban.
What a way to introduce himself. Joshua Beloya. And ito talaga yung team niya. Sabi niya, no, he really loves playing for Ceres, and you see it. No, he may have started his career with Kaya here sa UFL. No, went to Global, went on loan to Global. No, he was utilized dun sa Singapore Cup. He had some good performances with Global. He added to the depth of that lineup, but no, na ibang klase talaga, no, ang binibigay ni Joshua Beloya when he plays for his hometown team.
Pounding of the chest, you know, it means a lot to him to get on the score sheet. And kahit na ang resulta nito ay mukhang tapos na, mukhang concluded na to in terms of a result para sa Agila as well as Ceres. It seems the Bacolod side will be moving on sa quarterfinals, pero masarap pa rin talagang makascore.
And you know this team, no, they like to attack, and alam mo yung sistema nila, no, they really they want to stay disciplined. They want to stay true to that style that has made them successful here so far sa UFL Cup.
15 minutos na natitira sa ating laban dito sa Emperador Stadium. Live action ng round of 16. Live here on Aksyon TV. Looking to pile on the misery here on Agila. Trying to flick it on. Lalabas ang bola na yan for a goal kick.
Well, sayang yung opportunity na yun. Would have been a hat-trick there from Jason Panhay. couldn't get his shot on target that time. Swerte yung Agila.
Substitution now for Ceres. Lalabas na ang kanilang stopper in midfield, Oladipo Okonaya, being replaced now by Hua Seo Park.
Well, Oladipo has had a fine shift in this match. Hardly put a foot wrong here, except for some misplaced passes in the first half. He's done pretty well there sa midfield.
Keeping possession well here.
And Waseo, largely unknown player na to. He wasn't part of the team that won the Smart Club Championship, but you can always trust Ceres to get some quality out of yung recruitment nila. Tahimik lang, pero alam mong the players they pick up, they also have quality.
Coming off is one of the main men para sa Ceres, Lasal. He's been a thorn in the side of Agila throughout the entire match. Byung-Jun Yoon is taking a breather.
He is such a joy to watch. Ito si Byung-Jun.
In his place, Samson Olani. So shuffling the foreigners of the side is Coach Aligo. Of course, for those unaware, there is a foreigner cap in place in this 2013-14 UFL season. Now, only 5 foreigners can play at any given point in time. Taken away there. Kim Jin-ho spreading it to the left side. Masyado lang mabigat ang kanyang pasa.
Well, Jin-ho, marami siyang options doon. He had 3 options. Joshua Biloya and Samson as well, who's just come on. Pero dun siya sa medyo mahirap na option, which was to go really, really wide to Jason Panhay.
Not a lot of teams will be happy about this result. Siguro yung nakita nila na lamang na yung Agila, they would have been hoping perhaps that Agila could pull off the victory. Sabi nga natin, ang dami ng UFL team victims nitong Ceres Lasal FC in that National Club Championships. Pinagdaanan nila ang mga big boys ng UFL.
And you gotta give credit to Army, being the only team na nakatalo dito sa Ceres.
That's right.
And for sure, kung may mga may nag-scout sa Ceres doon in that game, I'm sure medyo bad day din yung Ceres sa araw na yun. Because when they're on, really, they're on.
We're seeing that today up against a very valiant Agila side.
Might have taken a few touches more there. Ito si Angelo Marasigan. Well, he was trying to get his control right that time. Pero sayang, because he could have joined the score sheet.
Union International Manila will be keeping a close eye on this match.
Well, I think I saw some players of Union and
some of the coaching staff. Was here as well. And they're going to be.
Coach Dan Padernal kanina, nakita ko dito.
Of course, they will be facing Ceres Lasal FC in the next round. Looked like he was in 2 minds there.
Si Kim Din-ho. Self-inflicted yung fall na yun.
Just calmly back to the keeper. Once again, so much space in that back line.
So this is where, your fitness level is showing.
What a chance there for Ceres. It was well picked out from the wing.
Well, a great transition there from Ceres. Quick counter-attack. Nahanap ka agad. They try to go wide with Joshua Biloya. And Biloya delivers a really good cross there from Din-ho. But Din-ho, ang layo ng pinanggalingan niya. His starting point when he made that run was so far away. And he struggled with the direction of that ball. He couldn't get it right. And sayang, because he could have added to the tally of Ceres.
Space here, perhaps to take a shot. Agila looking for an opening. That was an ambitious effort from outside the box. Had some options there, right and left side. Chose to go on his own.
You know, if you haven't been getting much of the ball, you tend to become yung pasensya mo medyo thin, and that's what happened there as he went for glory at such a tough angle.
Casa sending it upfield. Ceres looking to add some more into this already very one-sided scoreline.
It was ahead of the pass. Netong si Samson Olani.
Medyo interesting ang UFL Cup na to para sa Ceres. A lot of teams were throwing out the idea na hindi sila ganun ka-prepared during the time of the PFF Smart National Club Championships. They weren't in between competitions for the UFL and perhaps weren't fully prepared for that competition. In this UFL Cup, that is certainly not a factor.
Oh, and you know, this is really a big test para sa kanila, really to prove that win wasn't a fluke, no.
Of course, we're going to get the big boys of the UFL involved in the matches next week as the Azcals players come back from international duty. Makikita na natin the likes of Global, Loyola, Kaya, Green Archers, all in action. Looking to break free there. Makikita natin, napaka-relax lang ng Ceres Dumipensa.
Not really a lot of pressure now from Ceres.
Hanesin Prince Anthony coming off.
One of the better performers as well para sa Ceres. And he's looked lively there at midfield. Papalitan siya ni Carlo Tacosalme, the brother of Camilo, the defender. But two different players really. Ang pinalit dito, si Carlo is more of a defensive-minded midfielder, while ito si Prince, he likes those, likes to burst forward, makes those runs. Ito si Carlo, ano lang, cool lang, steady lang.
We're gonna ride it out for the final 5 minutes and change. What has been a tale of two halves, really. We saw 4 goals in the first half. We've seen 4 in the second period, but all from one side this time around. Mga nakadilaw really brought it in this concluding 45 minutes. Ito yung Ceres na nakilala na at really has grown familiar to their supporters.
Speaking of supporters, this team hindi nagkukulang ng suporta to. Of course, they have the Yanson brothers in Bacolod. Ray and Ricky Yanson, they've been pouring a lot of, they've been investing a lot on this team. And hindi joke ang sumali dito sa UFL if you're based in Bacolod.
Park Jin-ho! Blistering strike from him, pero off target ang kanyang tira.
I'd like to see Kim Jin-ho, how he performs in opposition against another team, because we've seen him do really well in this match against Agila.
One thing is for sure, I gotta stop calling him Park. It's Kim Jin-ho. I gotta get that seared in.
Di ba, sa next game. Excuse ka pa ngayon. The next game siguro pwede na.
Ceres winning the free kick. Medyo tiningnan pa ni Jimmy Diman kung magkakaroon ng chance ang Ceres na magpatuloy ng atake. Chance here to make it a 7th. Flag had stayed down.
Now look at that ball there from the back, from midfield. And the understanding between these two players, these Ceres players, is just incredible. When the Agila defense was static, no, someone was moving and running off the ball, and that almost led to a 7th goal para sa team from Bacolod.
Great ball here. It just was not controlled on that right side.
Has a great ball there. No, medyo nahuli lang ang player ng Agila.
Stefano Abad was running in the right area. He was unable to control. It'll be an intriguing matchup in the quarterfinals. Union International Manila winning 4-1 in their round of 16 match.
Well, you know, it's a mouth-watering prospect kung titingnan mo kung UIM against Ceres. And it's because these are two teams whose attack can come to life in a blink of an eye.
Another chance here for Ceres, just allowed to run along. Not too far away from Angelo Marasigan. We were talking about players na nakakahanap ng bagong bahay dito sa Ceres, and we really have to say Angelo Marasigan as well. Finally, it seems he's comfortable playing.
He's fit in quite nicely in the squad, and he's made that right back position really his own. You know, as ito si Jason Cordova, who played right back nung Smart Club Championship para sa Ceres. He's now, he's been out injured for quite some time, and Ceres was looking for a right back, and nakuha nga nila si Angelo Marasigan. But look at here, two players, very unselfish. That's just the understanding. Really clever play there. They know that the ball, the understanding that yung teammate nila, will be running onto that ball, and they left it para kay Angelo Marasigan, who had a good angle to shoot. He took it with his weaker left foot, and he couldn't find a target.
Blocked by Ceres here as they thwart another Agila attack. And perhaps one of the aspects dito sa laro ng Ceres that is really worthy to be mentioned is the fact na parang hindi sila over-reliant sa isang player. Everybody has an equal part to play, and they understand that.
Well, for most of the time, the attack goes through Byung Jun Yun. And he's not here, and they're still scoring. And then you see Jin Ho Kim, he's also shown that he can be a threat. He can get other players into the game. He can be a good option para sa kanila. He's very versatile. He's a good pickup itong off-season para sa Ceres.
Really taking the concept of passing and moving and really drilling it into their players, it seems, itong Ceres. Talagang putting on a clinic.
Some of their play in the second half really was reminiscent ng performance nila against Laos. They were passing and moving. It looked like a clinic here at Emperador. Konti lang nanonood nun. And it was a lovely football in display nung laban na yun.
Tatlong minuto ang idadagdag sa ating laban. What has been a goal-packed day of football here at the Emperador Stadium. Running it, and that is quite a bit of contact there. A little shaken up. And took the full force there.
Just running into each other at si Park. Oof, the hand was out there. Galing kay Bagbe. Took a blow right in the chin. Ito si Park.
Kaya naman nangailangan ng konting oras na mag-recover. Kim Jin-ho. Keeping possession well here. Cool, calm, composed, all the way back to the keeper now. Vagbe could latch on to this one if he's found. And choosing to go on his own once again. Perhaps not the best option for Good Luck Stanley Aja. He will get a nomination for Best First Name, I believe.
Good luck.
Posibleng may final opportunity dito ang Agila. It's bundled over.
Well, Ceres defense doing just enough there para mapigilan.
Plenty of space to run into. Can they add a 7th? Into the final minute now. The first 4 teams into the quarterfinals are set. And look at that for a goal outside of the right foot. That is a beauty.
Oh, technical ability at its finest there. Technique, unbelievable. A great goal.
Paseo Park. Look at this for a finish.
Look at the way he set himself up there. It went, it curved, the bend. He was really going for that outside of the boot shot. And the curl was perfect, was precise. It went beyond the defender. Paseo Park. Yeah, terrific technique. One of the better goals we've seen so far in the UFL Cup.
He didn't even bother taking a touch there outside of the right boot. Beauty from him, and that wraps up this affair after a really tightly contested first half. Talagang bumuka na ang laro para sa Ceres sa pangalawang.
It seemed like, you know, once Ceres sorted out yung mga problema na defensively, and when they got their attack going, when they settled into their attack and their rhythm going forward, it spelled trouble para sa Agila, and yung fitness levels, no, eventually, the Agila buckled, no, yung depensa nila, they were stretched constantly and bumigay na lang, and that opened the floodgates really para sa Ceres. 2 goals early in that second half, no, 2 goals that could have been prevented, no, yung crosses, no, those high balls na hindi na deal ng maayos ng goalkeeper, and dire-diretso na ang Ceres from there. And this club from Bacolod, they continue their run here in the UFL Cup.
Let's take a look at the man of the match, Kim Jin Ho, on the score sheet para sa Ceres Lasal FC, but he was also very much involved in the attacking of this club.
Well, actually, you know, two, three players really, you know, in the running for our man of the match. You know, Jason Panhay with that lovely free kick para mag-equalize, and also his overall contributions sa game. Byung Jun was also terrific in that game. You know, he was setting players up. No, he was pulling the strings at midfield. Pero we go to Kim Jin Ho for his performance there, lively performance in that attacking position.
Tingnan natin ngayon ang ating mga susunod na laban on Tuesday, November 19. Dito pa rin yan, of course, sa Emperador Stadium in McKinley Hill. Philippine Air Force kontra Kaya. Wow, that's gonna be a fun game. Of course, in the second match, Simonon FC kontra Loyola Meralco Sparks. Magsisimula ang aksyon ng 5 o'clock. Dito lang yan po sa Aksyon TV. What a night of games dito sa Emperador Stadium para po kay Delf Tupas and the rest of the Sports 5 team. Ako po si Jingham lang. Magkikita-kita tayo on Tuesday.